everyone, my name is Summer Rains. I'm currently doing a social media takeover on the United Way Southeastern Michigan account. Here I'm with Ali Olt.
Hello.
Her Instagram will be tagged in the description below along with mine. And we're going to be talking about young voting, early voting, and misconceptions and some things you should know about young voters. So Ali just recently voted for the first time. You are 18.
Yes.
So you are allowed to vote.
Yes, ma'am.
So did you vote in person or did you vote absentee?
I voted absentee about 2 weeks before the official election. I went right up to City Hall. I voted there. It took about 10 minutes of my time. It was super easy.
And did you think you, like the experience compared to going in person, did you prefer it?
Well, I'm gonna have a lot of opportunities in my life to vote in person, so I wasn't too upset about not voting in person. It was just the best way for me to vote considering the current situations happening, so.
So Ali, since you went out and voted this year, why is voting important to you and what was your inspiration to go out and vote?
Well, even if it's my first time voting, I know for a fact that being able to vote is like having a voice. You get to make decisions for your country, and it's basically the best way that every citizen who is registered to vote can do so and is of age.
So Ali, with the new surgence of young voters this year, what would you say is a common misconception about your age group of voting and your generation?
It's often assumed that young voters are typically very politically apathetic or that we don't understand the full gravity of our vote. And I don't really think that that's true because every single person that I know who is of age to vote and who has just turned that age, 18 this year, are voting. It's typically assumed that we're also not very educated on current events and politics in general, but that's also not true. We have a lot of education, we have a lot of motivation to be educated, and we are using that education for our votes, so.
On top of that, there's classes in schools like AP Gov. You took AP Gov, correct?
Yeah.
And there's government classes. So this new surgence of kids coming in, and any kids coming in that are able to vote, and the year they're voting, they have government knowledge known because of they just got out of school. You guys are fresh out. You guys are college kids now. You're in college. That's weird.
I am in college.
So Ali, me and you, we are 3 years apart. So this question would vary if I were answering or if you were answering. But what is some information you want to get out there about young voters and voting at your age and your generation of voting?
Well, my generation is kind of a unique case. We were the 9/11 kids. We lived through a huge period of school shootings. We're living through a pandemic. We're going through a lot of tragic times in history right now. And one important thing to note is that we have a lot of motivation to want to make change for our country because of everything that we've been living through. And that doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to be more biased towards a certain party or towards a certain candidate, but it does certainly mean that we want things to change. We want a more safe world for ourselves and for our future kids to live in.
So, I'd like to thank Ali for coming out here and letting me ask her a few questions about voting. Some very nice information here, especially from someone who just went out and voted for the first time.
Yes.
And I hope you guys got something out of this as well. A huge thank you to United Way for letting me use this platform to get this kind of information out. And if you want any information on voting in the southeastern Michigan area, unitedwaysem.org/vote. There's information there about where to vote, if you need help getting to your vote or getting votes out there. The link will be in the description of this video. So, thank you to Ali and thank you to United Way. I hope you guys have a great day.
Vote.
Bye.
Vote.
Vote. Vote.